Hi friends, strangers, internet. My name is EmilyHanhan. I love colorful makeup and colorful language. And I am back with another edition of my top 10 favorites from an indie brand with eye swatches. This time it's Devinah Cosmetics. These intros don't get any easier. Something about the series, I don't really have a good name for it, but whatever. We're here. We have more eyeshadows. We have more eye swatches. My eyes were very, very upset by the end of this series. Big ups to anyone and everyone that regularly does eye swatches. Holy fuck. And if you are new here and you like colorful makeup, indie makeup, you like bitches with lots of opinions or cute fat babes in general, you should go ahead and subscribe. So, this whole series is inspired a bit by Black Friday, sales, restocks, all of that that's happening around the world, but in the indie space especially. And Devinah is a brand that I own a lot of shadows from, and they're having some sales and some restocks and things and stuff. I'm a little less familiar with their sales, just to be honest, but I know that they're doing stuff. I know they have new releases, all of that good stuff. So, I'm here to tell you about some of my favorites. Full transparency, I haven't bought a ton from their newest collections, and by a ton, I mean, I think the last collection I bought from them was the Star Chasers collection from last Black Friday. So my list is not going to have any newer formulas, but it does include Star Chasers, Sugar Drops, Candy Cakes, Sugar Exploders, Galaxy Dust. I think I have stuff from each of their other special collections among the list. And that wasn't purposeful per se, just happened to be how the favorites fell. So, just like in all of the other videos, I'm going to be showing you the eye swatches. I have applied them using the Fear Pixie Epoxy. I use the Refer 21 brush, a Coastal Scents brush, and my fingers for the application. This video, I actually just have 10 shadows, so, that's a thing, that's a win. And I just want to jump right into the eye swatches. Let's get going. Now, if you have not seen, I have done a JD Glow eye swatching top 10 video and a Cleona video. And similar to the Cleona in particular, this list is simply in order from iridescent to deeper tones for the sake of staining and all of that good stuff. So there's no proper ranking here. The very first color is from the Sugar Drops collection, which is a sparkly iridescent eyeshadow collection. So this color is Shuggies. Now, the main colors that I see in Shuggies is a really sparkly green and then this purpley pink tone. With all of these swatches, you might end up seeing more colors in the clips from the eye footage because of the mirror and lighting and all of that. They're there. I just am only refreshing myself with hand swatches. I'm just to say. But yes, it's a very sparkly formula. The Sugar Drops formula in general are very flaky and sparkly, and they do have really nice shifts to them. You'll see, I have 3 in my top 10, so I do really like them. The next one up is Taffy Bomb, and this is what I mean by flaky. If you're not careful, you can pick up a lot of eyeshadow. This one definitely gives you more flaky sparkle, whereas I feel like Shuggies was just giving you sparkle. And this is like a blue to purple blue to purple. Also, I'm noticing Sugar shifts a little bit to blue as well as I'm looking at this. Again, it's very sparkly. And you know, this being a top 10 is kind of like yes and no. It's very, very pretty, Taffy Bomb is, but I could have easily put in another one from the Candy Exploders or something. But it's very gorgeous. One thing that I noticed with the Sugar Drop collection, I think I have about 6 of the colors. I find a lot of them veer very pink purple. So some of the ones that I picked out are, I mean, Taffy Bomb is like blue, pink purple, but then like Shuggies is more of the green, which of course I love. And the other Sugar Drop that I picked out is Gumballs. And Gumballs, to me, it's still an iridescent shadow, but instead of it being in a like white clear base, it's in this like more golden base. And Gumballs is also, it's more texturally like Shuggies. It's very, very sparkly, and it picks up very easily when you're swatching it, but it doesn't come out in those like flakier chunks that you saw with Taffy Bomb. It's just incredibly sparkly. Although to me, Gumballs doesn't feel as shifty as some of the other Sugar Drops. It's more just like goldy green sparkle. It's very, very pretty and I use it, but like I do wish it was like a little bit shiftier. So yeah. But it's like if you like golden tones, if you like grainy tones, I think Gumballs is a lovely choice. The next color up this is the Candy Exploders collection. So the Candy Exploders, I actually wanted to compare. So when I talked about Ripple in my video for Cleona, I started to remember or think that like it's not as unique to my collection because of the Candy Exploders. They basically were one of my first exposures to like pastel extreme duochrome multichrome shadows. They are again on the like very easy to swatch and pick up side. This one that I'm showing you that's in my top 10 because of the green, of course, is Nerds. And again, I feel like with the Candy Exploders, a lot of them have a blue base to them. So I think Nerds, Everlasting Gobstoppers, and Swudge are all like blue to green or blue to purple, or like they're all in that family. So you kind of just want to pick whatever you're most drawn to if you're interested. Nerds, though, because it has the green in there, it's like gold to green to blue in that pastel realm. I really like it. I find that the green flashes through generally without it just going to gold, because like I'm actually not a huge fan of all of the duochromes that are like a pastel color to gold. Like I want that green in there, and I find that Nerds, that shows up. I really like the Candy Exploders formula. It's sparkly, it's shiny, but it's also, it feels like it has coverage to it in a way that actually the next color I was less impressed with. The next color is Orion, and Orion is from the Star Chasers collection. And these have a very, very sparkly finish, but they are definitely a sheer formula. So I was expecting more pigment impact with these, and if I'm being honest, I was expecting more extreme shifts in color based on the photos that I saw. I love Orion yet again for that yellowy green color to it, and I would say that like Gumballs and Orion and Nerds kind of come from a similar color zone, but Yeah, so the Star Chasers formula, incredibly sparkly, and definitely gives you that shine with some color, and not every color performs exactly the same, but it's definitely they almost feel more pastel than I was expecting. There are some Star Chasers that are deeper, but a lot of them felt a little lighter in saturation. But again, with Orion, because of the tone and the sparkle, I quite enjoy it, but I don't think of it as like a duochrome kind of shadow. I'm so surprised at myself. I actually paired together similar formulas without trying. The next color is Rainbow Blossom, and Rainbow Blossom is from the Candy Cakes collection. The Candy Cakes formula to me is that blend of saturation and impact with shine and sparkle and some duochrome, multichrome, shifting to it. I find the whole collection to be quite lovely. I think I only am missing one of the 6 shades, but the 2 that I called out are my favorite. And so Rainbow Blossom is green. It's definitely giving you that grungier olive army green, but with sparkle. And I find it has like that golden sparkle to it. And depending on the lighting, this can veer into the blue realm. So it's not quite as like, I don't have like a perfect like bright green, like emerald or grass green from Devinah in like a special formula that I would love. But this is giving you like grungy but sparkly. It's a beautiful color. And I think that the Candy Cakes formula is a nice, like if you find that some of the other Devinah formulas are a little too finicky for you in terms of how flaky or sparkly they are, because I've heard that as like, complaints about the formula. I think the Candy Cakes are a really nice choice. The next color is like this. If you will be able to tell over the course of these videos that I have unexpected loves for taupey, neutral, shimmery, shiny shadows that have some like shift to it. So Mystic Moon Pie is that bitch. So Mystic Moon Pie has that warm red brown base, and then it has some really intense taupey, purpley, silver shine. It's just like I talked about Opulent, just like I talked about Unexpected. Mystic Moon Pie is one of those like one shadow, instant, like holy fucking shit, what is on your eyes kind of look. And again, it has that color, that base, that intensity, and over a base, it's so beautiful. But it also has that shine and sparkle where I feel like you could layer it and like use it in just different ways. I really adore Mystic Moon Pie, and I think that like it's in that whole realm of like I was shocked. I love this so much, but I fucking love it. Now, the last 3 shadows are all from the Galaxy Dust formula. And I feel like the Galaxy Dust formula was like my gateway. I feel like the Galaxy Dust formula was my gateway to multichromes. All 3 of the shadows that I'm showing you, they might only appear as duochromes. I might think of them as duochromes on my eyes nowadays, but when I first got them, I was like, oh fuck, this is what multichrome magic is. So, the first color up is the newest, I believe, the newest Galaxy Dust or one of the newer ones in my collection, and that is Skyla. Skyla, I underestimate Skyla. So Skyla is, it yet again has one of those warm, ready bases. And then it has like purple and blue shimmer. And it's yet again one of those instant, bold, sparkly, like drama eyes. I don't even want to call them smoky, but I guess smoky. I think of it as like a blue to purple, but the red in it is really, it really shows up. It really, like, I forgot how much it's impactful, and it just makes it such a dramatic eye. It's such a fun color. And again, you can pair it with like, you know, you could pair it with other tones that are more blue and bring it that direction, or more purple or more lavender or more red. And like, I think that's one of the nice things. The Galaxy Dust formula does have some sheerness to it. So if you have never tried it, but you've tried, you know, the Cliona Jeweled multichrome texture or multichromes from JD Glow or other brands, the Galaxy Dust may not, like, they might not impress you the same way. But I have to say, putting these on my eyes again, I was shocked at how much I was still like, oh, fuck me up, these are beautiful. So I still have love for them. I need to remind myself, but I still have love for them. So that's Skyla. And the last two of the list are, they were the two Galaxy Dust shadows that I just could not shut the fuck up about for so long. And I will still recommend them. They are like the blue-brown, green-brown, kind of like, I don't want to call them the ultimates because there's so many of those colors out there, but I just love these. So we have, and I always mix up who is who. So we have Messier. Messier is that blue, brown, purple, yet again, smoky. You know what? I think of Messier as like a baby of Skyla and Mystic Moon Pie, because you have that red base and you have some of the blue that's in Skyla, but then you have a lot of the kind of same sparkle of Mystic Moon Pie. But yeah, it's interesting seeing them because Messier has the sheerness to the Galaxy Dust formula, whereas Mystic Moon Pie has a little bit more of that opacity, but yeah. So like, do you need all three of those shadows? No. Now that I see this, I'm like, oh yeah, I bet if I put Mystic Moon Pie and Skyla together, I could get that Messier look. But I really like a lot of these formulas actually for one shadow looks, especially the Galaxy formula. Like, I just think that multichromes are amazing for 1 to 2 shadow looks. Like, they are just, any kind of multichrome formula, they are just killer for that. The last color on this list is like, it's totally that bitch for me when it comes to the Galaxy Dust formula, when it comes to like darker multichromes that have like a brown kind of base to them, or even this reddy base, and that is Asteria. And Asteria is green, red, brown, just like I think there's the thing about Asteria that the reason why I often I like going back to it and why it was such a like standout for so long is that the green in it, the green sparkle is so, it's like so bright and intense, and so it's like it cuts through the smokiness of the base color. It's still like, Asteria is Christmas in an eyeshadow. That's what it feels like to me. Like, if you wanted to be that bitch, I feel like Asteria for if you wanted to be that glam bitch at Christmas, fucking hysteria. It's just that bitch. Yeah, so that's my top 10 from Devinah. It was a little bit like walking down memory lane for me because I've had different, like, I've been shopping from Devinah for a while now, but I also haven't shopped from them as recently, and I've been like, maybe I've been neglecting my Devinah collection a little bit. So it's interesting to like walk down memory lane and play with these shadows and, you know, see what stood out to me. And like I said, with a lot of these shadows, I would say a good third of my list, I could swap out other colors that I have from them. So I generally have a fair amount of love for the colors and formulas that I have from Devinah. What I didn't say at the beginning of the video, but I thought might be helpful if you've made it this far, is that Devinah shadows, the special shadows that I've mentioned, sugar drops, candy cakes, candy exploders, galaxy dust, star chasers, they need a base. They need a sticky base. They're going to be sparkly. You're probably going to get glitter bukkake, but like that's even with a base. So I'm just letting you know that in case you are like not into that. Yeah. I love glitter and shine and sparkle, so it is what it is for me. But if you don't like the thought of something being as sheer or possibly flaky or just like super sparkly in a way that maybe feels like a bother to work with, I'm giving you the heads up. And as per usual, if you have any questions about any of the colors that I mentioned in this video, or you have any questions about anything else from Devinah, definitely leave me a comment. I love talking with y'all down there. And as per usual, if there is a color that I did not mention, feel free to let me know. Are there some of their newer releases that I'm missing out on? Do you have any favorites from there? Just leave me all kinds of nuggets of joy in the chat, in the comments. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I'm going to go. But most importantly, don't forget to take care of yourself better today than you did yesterday because you are worth it. Bye, friends.